Hello and welcome to the latest Insight News with me, Ian Turner, the business channel that really gives clear, uncomplicated and honest advice to startups and to businesses. And I'm with Michael Spooner today. And where do we start on the economy, Michael?
Okay. Oh, Ian, I suspect we should think about inflation and why we have a 9% inflation rate now. This has gone up significantly over the last 6 to 9 months, and it's projected to hit 10% next month. And that's going to have serious consequences for our businesses in terms of their prices. They'll be forced to put up their prices, we suspect, or their profit margins will be squeezed because, of course, competition may restrict price increase. But really, it's about the households and the consumers, and food in the shop, energy prices. It's really going to put some of our households and some of our customers under serious pressure, and they will stop spending, and that will have a knock-on effect on income for small businesses.
So really businesses are going to get squeezed in two ways. They're going to get squeezed with the types of products they create and the cost of, say, flour for bread, for example.
Yeah.
But they're also going to get squeezed because people feel they've got less money in their pockets to spend.
Yeah.
So it's a double whammy for businesses.
They're under significant pressure, and there are things they can do, but they're limited in what they can do, because if you're in a market where there's significant competition, for instance, the retailers, the big 6 retailers, their profit margins are only 6% on average, serious competition, and so they're limited in what they can do in terms of responding. And of course, the big supermarkets need lots and lots of people to come through their doors to keep their income and their profits up. And so you're going to see some of our large retailers possibly this year making a loss, and then that will have a knock-on effect in terms of people's jobs and all sorts of indirect implications for the economy, and that's really going to be difficult for our households. And that's the real worry I have about this next 18 months that we're going to go through in the country. And they're saying, Ian, that we might even go into recession, which is a word that we thought we left behind 2 years ago, and now it potentially might come back to haunt us as a country.
So in one of the previous shows we were talking about resilience. My goodness me, I think businesses are going to need large spoonfuls of resilience. And is that one of the areas that you will support businesses with in your own business?
Yeah, what we're going to be offering is a kind of a really quick financial health check and a financial audit. And part of that is looking at where they've got solid areas of their financial position, which is either guaranteed or it's subsidised, or they have certain contracts that are solid, and where they can weather the storm. So we're going to try and do some work around building resilience into their business and getting them to really stick to their plans, and because this is an 18-month mountain to climb, but times will come back here and it will get better, and the economy will bounce back eventually. But 18 months is a long time for some of our small businesses to survive in these kind of difficult economic times already.
Is this a good time to start a business?
There's never a good time to start a business. You start a business when you have the passion, the enthusiasm. I would say starting a business, there's never a good or bad time. It's whether you're in the right position in your planning, arrangements, financing, enthusiasm, passion to start a business. What you've got to do is work out, is there demand? Have you got a good product? Have you got these necessary capabilities, skills and characteristics and competency to actually deliver the business outcomes that you're trying? So yes, it's a good time to start. For every business failure, there's a business opportunity.
So I always used to go with the mantra, every good business answers a problem. There's going to be a lot of problems right now, so are problem solvers going to be important? People like yourself as well, working alongside them.
Problem solvers. So I would say we're going to need a lot of business coaches and coach advice and support to help people to solve not only problems for themselves in terms of making them more self-sufficient, but also giving them a helping hand along the path to solve the problems that are outside of their skill set, so that we can bring something to the table to help them. So yeah, problem solving, solution focus. So instead of being negative, be positive about, let's focus on what is the solution, how do we create it, how do we get there, how do we deliver the solution. And many of our small businesses will be trying to find a new solution to their customers, i.e. how do we provide cheaper, discounted, value for money, affordable products and services that our customers can pay for.
What do you think is going to be the biggest skill that new startups are going to need that you can support them with?
Well, I really think we need to, our startups need to be more financial acumen, real attention to detail around the figures, the business model as a key piece of work that they need to do. Having a winning business model is the secret of success, because you've got a business model and then you have the strategy to go with it, and those two elements are the biggest areas that they're going to need to do some work over the next 18 months.
And is there funding out there still for businesses?
There's lots of funding. The challenge of getting funded, competition for funding is intensified, but there is a lot of funding out there. But again, to get funding you need a good business plan, you need good projects, you need to have a really organised way of running your business, and you need to have a good story to tell, a good narrative that's compelling and persuasive to the funder, and then the funders will come in and sometimes you might have to restructure your business. So some of our clients are going from commercial limited company to a community interest company because it makes it easier to lever in funding for your business idea.
So Michael, that's the epilogue, as we say in the trade. That's the and finally for this series of shows. Yes. On the Insight News channel. How can people get in contact with you?
Well, we would like you to use old-fashioned means, we call it telephone, 0203 476 9605. Visit our website. That's got all our products and services on our website, www.maspooner.co.uk, or our email is admin@maspooner.co.uk, and you can email us and arrange for a time an appointment or a Zoom meeting, or just have a general chat about your business, and we tend to take you through a sort of screening or structured process which is free, so that we can understand your problem and your needs and your challenges. So really come and talk to us. It's a free service, that part, and then we'll put some proposal together and put something in place to start to help you in your business challenges.
Michael, thank you so much for that. So for me, Ian Pelham-Turner and Michael Spooner, this is the Insight News channel, the channel that creates clear, uncomplicated and honest views and advice. So keep watching. We will always be there for you now to support you through what is going to be, we feel, some of the most challenging times for businesses over the next 18 months. Stay tuned.